Someone just asked me this great question: where do you find the medical journals, in response to a post that I shared. This is the post I shared, and then this is my comments about how I discovered a lot of the causes of my health problems by reading medical journal articles. As a non-medical professional, I often don't get access to the medical journals themselves or even the entire articles in the medical journals because they're pretty expensive to subscribe to. But there are databases like PubMed, basically a collection of medical literature where you can use search terms to look through medical journal articles and medical journals and find abstracts, or often even whole articles. Let's say I wanted to look about what was published about vestibulodynia, maybe using lasers as a treatment. And you can see there's only 44 results, and then the articles you can scroll down. And your search terms will be put in bold. A lot of times all you'll get is an abstract, which is basically like a summary of the research. And it will also have the conclusion, what the findings were at the end. Other things to look out for are the journal that it was published in, the authors, the year it was published in. If I had clicked on full text links, show details, and cite, I would get more information. So this is accessible through pubmed.gov. Another online database you can use for free to access abstracts and even full journal articles is sciencedirect.com. This is what the search fields look like. You can just put your search terms in. You can also look up specific medical journals and authors. Example again of the same search, vestibulodynia and laser. I got 143 results. The ones with, the title using both my search terms are obviously going to come up first, probably be the best bets for actually being my topic. Some of these results will probably not be actually discussing laser as a treatment for vestibulodynia because I use the non-specific kind of search terms there. They might just contain the words laser somewhere. There's obviously a lot more to learning how to parse, how to interpret medical journals when you're not a doctor, but I highly encourage everyone who has a chronic illness or a stigmatized medical condition to try to get familiar with using searches in medical journals. It might feel intimidating at first because you're going to see a lot of words that you don't know what they mean, but we have Google, we have dictionaries at the touch of our fingertips. And another tip I'd give to people, to lay people like me, is you don't have to know what every single word means. There might be entire sentences, descriptions of the methodology, the way the tests were performed. You might not know most of the words that are being used. I study languages and I speak multiple languages almost fluently at this point. And, because of that, I'm used to just trying to derive the meaning from the sentence, like the basic meaning, even if I don't know what every single word means. And then also all these abstracts will have usually the conclusion at the end. So remember, you don't need to understand every single word at this point. You're just trying to gather the essence of the study, what they kind of found, what their recommendations are, what the flaws of the study were, but mostly just like what the findings were. And that should be something that you can probably understand that, even if you can't understand all the medicalese.